Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We got some urgent news just in case you're storing your money in Russia. You know that Russia has invaded Ukraine, and if you're a Russian citizen storing crypto in one of their banks or assets in like a Russian-based entity, your assets might be completely seized for the effort of the good old war. Just in the case that the Western nations severely sanction Russia, which they're already starting to do, and the Chinese God Emperor Xi Jinping cannot actually provide Russia with everything it needs, which he won't be able to, your assets in Russian entities could actually be seized for the good of the state, which they will be. So you might want to withdraw your crypto to your own wallet if you have cryptocurrencies in Russia. They are able to potentially seize about 60 trillion rubles, about $750 billion, three-quarters of a trillion worth of people's deposits should Western nations decide to block all of Russia's foreign funds. This is from Cointelegraph. Now, we haven't really blocked all their foreign funds, but we've blocked a lot of them. So they say if all the foreign funds are blocked, the government will have no other choice but to seize all deposits of the population. So, essentially, if the government runs out of funds, they're going to actually seize all the deposits in Russian institutions of Russian citizens and, of course, foreign nationals abroad. So if you're a foreign national invested in crypto or elsewhere and you have some money in Russia, you should get them out right now because the Russian government could seize all your assets for the purpose of their war because they won't be able to fund their own regime. He also mentions potential sanctions against Russia include a possible disconnection from SWIFT and foreign exchange prohibitions. So yes, SWIFT could cut them off, which would be a big blow to them. They could try to use Bitcoin, but I don't think it'll be all that successful. And foreign exchange prohibitions, which means you couldn't trade the Russian ruble for anything else. So that obviously is going to be a big problem for Russia. But to fund the war and to fund their nation, they could actually just seize all their retail investors. And if you're a retail investor with assets in Russia, that could be bad times for you. So you'll want to definitely watch out for that. Because remember, in America, you find good party. In Soviet Russia, the good party always finds you. What a country. According to local reports, this is from Sberbank, they mistakenly made a statement of being included on the list of sanctions, but Sberbank is not actually included on the list of sanctions. However, being located in Russia, I know Sberbank's actually been in the middle of some crypto stuff as well, so they might actually have some people's crypto assets. So the thing is, even if Sberbank's not on the list, if the Russian government faces economic difficulty, which they probably will sometime in the future, they could seize all your assets. So hopefully it's not too late for some of you guys to actually move assets out of such institutions. Now, I don't have a list of which institutions are actually in Russia. I'd be kind of like, I researched. I don't know if any crypto exchanges are in Russia or not. I know there's Binance Russia and Kraken Russia, but those are actually based in the United States, and they will not be seizing your assets for the good of Vladimir Putin. So you don't have to worry about that. Like I said, I don't know if any exchanges are actually in Russia because they've been going back and forth on crypto for several years now. But if you have any institutions that are connected with Russia, you might want to withdraw all your assets, including all your crypto, from those institutions. Basically, Sberbank is saying, we are ready for any development of the situation and have worked out scenarios to guarantee the protection of the funds, assets, and interest of our clients, as well as to ensure the regular operation of all our functions. But that's kind of BS if Vladimir Putin comes in with a secret police and essentially takes all their assets because, they can kind of do that in Russia if they run into too much difficulty because of the West sanctions. And Russia's foreign ministry already declared that it would make sure to respond to potential Western sanctions. And he said, make no mistake, we will respond strongly to these sanctions, not necessarily in a symmetrical manner, but the response will be well calibrated and will not fail to affect the United States. So if you're a U.S. investor and you actually have money in Russian institutions, you definitely want those out, both because you don't want the FBI researching you and also because you don't want your assets seized by the Russian government. So you're kind of in a bad position if you are in that particular case. So this could definitely affect you. Obviously, I think the Russian government's saying this in preparation to actually do it because the Russian ruble has plummeted to an all-time low against the US dollar, with indexes surging up to 115 rubles or more per US dollar for those that want to buy dollars in the open market. So, especially if you have non-ruble assets, they're going to be interested in seizing those because essentially, like ruble assets are going to be kind of worthless at this point. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.